What's happening, Captains? Welcome back to another episode or another live. I guess we call these episodes. We might as well be going everywhere.
They going everywhere to me.
Yeah. Back with another Men97. Because damn, well, every time I think it's getting good, it's just like somebody else come out the blue. Like, God damn. Where we go? What are we doing?
It's like just anybody from Marvel could be in this motherfucker.
So it started off with the Gambit funeral, which I'm like, alright, cool for now. Yeah, they gonna take him out. I don't know if you noticed that they like replaced his like intro part. I think it's Nightcrawler or something, or added something to it. I forget what it was saying. So they was like, yeah, we just gonna push to the side for a little bit. But
because he did. So it was like,
remember that.
Yeah, I mean, they took him out completely. It was like, it was him. It was him nor Magneto in that motherfucker. I was like, wait.
But then we get the end, and you're like, remember, this is Marvel. Remember,
Cable.
Anybody liable to come back.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna call out something I would hate about it. I didn't hate it, but I was just like, why?
Oh yeah.
Why? What was the point?
I mean, he has there is comics and ties to the whole MCU. X-Men is tied to everybody in MCU, so it's not shocking that it was like a Captain America cameo. It was like, okay, yeah.
Everybody.
Just for Rogue to meet him is kind of like, He's like, yeah, I was looking for that nigga too. It's like, okay. Motherfucker had a hideout. It's like, yeah, I've been, scanning for him, looking for him as well this whole time. So,
but
it kind of came off a little mutant racist though. He was like, yeah, hey, listen, I'm looking. It's kind of more of a priority for my people.
Yeah.
I can't really, ain't nothing I can really do for you.
Yeah, he said, look. But, they usually do that. The X-Men, they like to handle their shit. Avengers, they only call on each other if they, need.
Yeah.
But I was just like, okay, I guess. But then she threw his shield. And I was like, all right, that made up for it. I'm with it now.
Well, shit, since you ain't using this motherfucker, allow me.
He's like, damn, I'm not getting that shit back.
Nah, fuck shit. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit. What? Think so.
Yeah. And then to find out that, she went all the way to the prison to find this nigga. That nigga had already been gone. She out there throwing tanks and shit. Nigga not been there. I was like, dang.
Fresh from death. Looking death in the face. I'm about to find this nigga myself.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yo, what the fuck? This is her man's funeral. She not there. It's she needs to be here.
Wolverine was like, she dealing with this another way.
I think she's handling it on her own.
Yeah. I was kind of happy. I was kind of getting sick of seeing Scott and Jean on the screen for so long. So this episode kind of deviated from them, but still kept them in the mix and stuff.
I mean, that's the leaders. I mean, the OG, but Scott is the leader. So seeing him on the screen, even the OG X-Men, you're used to seeing him fucking simple.
Just their whole
with the team.
But the time that they was on the screen, it was cool because they were saying, she's like, hey, I get it. The whole Madeline thing, I know I was tripping this shit, but I get it now. Storm, I thought she was my sister and shit, so I know how it is, feel the bond with somebody. She's like, I'm gonna give you that pass. I'm gonna let that go. But you remember that. And then we get the Cable reveal. The Nathan reveal that he is Cable. And nigga said, wait, is that? Let me see your eye. Let me see your eye.
Look down from his face.
Nate, son, is that you?
And Jay was
okay.
Like, wait. He said, stop reading my mind, Mom. It's me. About to fill up the timeline. You ain't supposed to find out.
Yeah, we don't got time for this, but yeah, that's how you get ready, though. Nigga, the human sentinel.
That was wow.
Was insane. Yeah,
I was like, first I was like, did Rose just kill a nigga?
And I was thinking like they wouldn't just like let that like go. Like Nightcrawler could have like came in or something, but it was like, oh, okay. I need to show you this what we working with. And nigga, he was that nigga took out they starting 5. Neutralize. Fight back or get up.
Bruh, I was like, yo, he's not playing.
Bro, he shot his fist at Wolverine and Beast. The niggas just flew off.
Bruh. Fucking Rogue got blasted on first, and she was just like in the building, like, oh fuck.
Nigga, her body was limp as hell. She was just falling with the debris. Oh,
like,
yeah. The hate was crying. This nigga said, yeah, y'all basically just walked into the trap, and I need to see how this prototype works. So here we go.
Well, I said this grenade here is a fucking, the cable here.
Which means it's like it's a bunch more of these motherfuckers.
And if
like
you
Terminator,
you like, yeah, no, that neutralizing off rip. Just like, oh, and then niggas like, wait, no, but
yeah, all that other shit we trying ain't gonna work, as you see. This Bastion character, like Bastion, I don't know how to say his name. Supposed to be like a super powerful character, but I don't really know much about him.
Nah, I don't know. It's like, this is a good episode. Like, I'm not.
And then we get the Magneto reveal, and I was like, is he shaving this nigga? Just stay still. Don't fight. It was almost like you was created for this. I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling a little uncomfortable.
Just a little bit.
All right. Yeah, why he stroking his face like that?
I mean, it's Magneto, so
shit. And then we get the Scott, he asking for the UN. Like, hey, I know y'all see this shit happen. This shit, why you ain't sending nobody up there? They like
y'all can't confirm no more deaths. Like y'all not gonna keep looking. It's like, yo, we look. Like, oh, boy, I bet if there was some humans out there, you will find them, huh?
Right. So he started
telling crash out.
You know what? That nigga Magneto had the right idea. She's like, no. Like, I get you mad. Like, don't go that far. You're like, no.
Nah, that nigga was right. They don't give a fuck about us.
he had the right fucking idea. I was like, okay, so now we're starting to get the Scott, turning heel. Turning heel a little bit. I didn't know if we was gonna see Charles Xavier in this month, but he showed Mr. Sinister, like, yeah, they've been lying to the world too, just like we have. So, some shit gonna blow up when this nigga get back. I don't know if that's gonna be where we get the Charles versus Scott thing, where they start bumping heads. Like, nigga, you left.
Yeah, Scott about to crash out. Yeah. Scott like, yo, why we helping these niggas? Like, these niggas don't. They wouldn't birth my son. These niggas like, we risk our lives every motherfucking day for trying to save these niggas. And
what do we get?
Sometimes we need help. The one time we need help, and all you gotta do is just your job. And they just like, nah, hey, we try. And you gotta be patient with us. So it's like, fuck all that. That nigga gonna crash. But he gonna eventually gonna be like, he already told him, like, he already gave him peace of mind. But Was that episode 5? He was like the interview. He's like, "Yo, fuck y'all."
Right. So he gonna push. He only need one more to break the camel's back, and he gonna go full. Yeah, you know what? Fuck them.
He said, "Listen, nigga. We are gods. You hear me?
Okay.
If we wanted to fuck shit up, what we gonna do?"
Yeah. And correction, I think I started getting them mixed up. So Genosha, and why they destroyed it. The revival things that they have is actually on Krakoa. So I'm guessing that's where they going after this, because Genosha is all fucked up right now.
Genosha is no more.
Yeah, ain't got that. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense now on why they would do that. Love that. You remember when that nigga slammed? He slammed Scott Head in the ground, called that nigga orphan. God damn.
They did him dirty.
Nigga was blasted at him. He said, "You remember that shit I told you in the desert? That you just can't fuck with me."
I told you. Shit, that poor guy. He just sitting there just mushed.
Hand in the face. Oh my god damn. No,
but shit, even like Scott went full out. He was just like, "Yeah, no, I'm about to just full out fucking Kamehameha high from my eyes type shit." And then he just went up to him.
Alright guys, don't hold back. And then they didn't get to do anything. I think Gene fought him the most, but even then he just
go to sleep. That shit just fucking tossed her ass. Like, oh.
Yeah. And that's when I was like, oh shit, okay, this might be some shit. You know, because Wolverine and Beast, I expect that out of them. You know,
they get tossed around every fucking episode.
Yeah, Wolverine is literally like the crash test, though.
Yeah.
So, let me assess the shit real quick.
Let me go first.
But then there's like, yeah, let's get them out the way real easy. Mink, okay.
But the funny thing is, the niggas just like, how can you bring in all these people? But then the Cable came back. It was like, yeah, so I'm gonna need y'all to find this nigga before it gets worse than what it is now. Like, cause Mr. Sinister, he's the side piece of all this. It's not a nigga that's
he didn't even tell you the whole thing. That was just half.
He's like, does somebody work with Mr. Sinister? Like, you might wanna find that nigga.
Also, before we go, roll call Captain America, America's top cop. That shit had me weak.
But I mean, even we saw with Marvel that, well, until he kind of crashed out after Endgame. Not Endgame, but yeah. And he was just like, oh, like, well, these niggas is, you know, he was the fucking, you know, he was the cop. And they did work with the government.
Yeah.
So apparently, this Captain America, he still works for the government. So yeah, you know, I'm watching, but shit, I have my orders. So like,
yeah, even though he was against the whole Civil War thing, but now when the mutants got to fucking register, he's like, oh yeah, we got
like yo niggas, like came and took his shield. Like, fuck you gonna do about it?
This is for my shield.
It's like, what? Really? Honestly, what could you do? You can do. I wouldn't want to get this nigga registered either, too, because like you can't fuck with, like you can't fuck with goddamn mutants.
Yeah, all that agility ain't gonna be no.
I mean, shit. The Avengers themselves can't really fuck with mutants,
except for Thor and the Hulk, maybe.
Hey, Wolverine and the Hulk was fighting each other like a motherfucker.
They got well-known rivalry though. It's always back and forth. But yeah. They both got people on their side. Sorry, you want to rate this before we go?
I'm gonna go ahead and give this like a
8,
9. I'll take that back. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
It's still a good episode. I mean,
yeah, just the fact that like Magneto wasn't dead, it was just like,
I told your ass, you can't believe it. Some people were saying that Leech is the reason that he's alive. Like somehow because he said something at the end. I forget what he said.
Don't
he was
be afraid,
sacrificing his soul for Magneto because Magneto helped him and shit.
Yeah.
So,
but this like you talk about a dude that was holding. Yeah, he's telling like, yeah, don't be afraid, and like,
and then that nigga woke up with a nigga shaving. You know what? I'm gonna take the leech.
Fucking in bondage.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the leech treatment. Just kill me right there.
They had his mouth tied, his mouth taped, his in bondage, tied up, getting shaved by a white. Like,
I'm cool.
Fuck you about to do to me, yo? Put a hot rag on it. He was like, yeah, just be chill. Just be chill. I'ma just turn me up a little bit. It's like, bitch, you can fuck off me. And he start playing music and shit. It's like, oh, this nigga's about to do something dirty.
Yeah.
I hate how they with the credits after that. It was like, yeah, don't worry. This just be fun. A little shade.
You gonna have Babyface next episode.
And they say, what happened to you? I won't talk about it. I don't talk about it.
Your shit smooth as hell, boy.
Is that lipstick? I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, take us out of here, man.
What was your rate? You didn't say your rate.
I said 8.
Oh. Yeah,
I just tried to yell it out before you.
Well, thanks for watching the live stream / episode of the Zay and Zay Show. I guess we're going to keep doing these because these are fun to do and easy.
And y'all been tuning in.
Yeah. Quick little review.
I didn't look at the views till today.
Play back to record and be on all platforms. So thank you for watching, listening. More videos on the way. We just gonna keep pushing content.